I'm Kim.
I'm Ink Jessie. Come see the MSM maidens at the LA Fit Expo.
And welcome back to MSTV. I'm your host, Joe Pietaro, publisher of Muscle Sport Mag. $32 a year, free shipping in the United States. Just go to subscribe page on the website. We have a lot in store for you this week on MSTV. Rob Matters kicked ass at the first ever MSM booth when we were at the LA Fit Expo at the end of January. And you're going to just see a taste of what he has in store for us. Welcome aboard, Rob, and amazing fucking videographer and funny fucking guy on top of that. So you'll see what went on at the MSM booth, of course, with the maidens. The maidens made the show, but then a week after that, we flew down to Atlanta for the Super Bowl. That's right, MSM down in Atlanta, Super Bowl 53, and you might be saying to yourself, wait, I thought these guys are boycotting the NFL. We are, but we'll explain in a very special Nose episode, and then we'll give you a little taste of what you're going to see from our Super Bowl coverage. We have so much fucking video content from the last couple of weeks that you guys are going to be enjoying it for a long time coming. But before we get to that, let's hear from one of our sponsors. After this quick break, we'll be right back with more. And it would not be the fucking family without the maidens in tow. Right here at our own booth, LA Fit Expo. Who the fuck let us have a booth? All right, you know them, but I'm going to let them say their names anyway.
Kim Haynes, fit ass.
Ink Jessie.
For obvious reasons, Ink Jessie, and fit ass for obvious reasons. Now, come to our booth. By the time you see this, this is going to be on YouTube, but we're going to have the booth at other expos. So if you're missing this one, you're a fucking jerk off, first of all. Second of all, it's going to make you want to come to the next expo we're at, and you're going to come to our booth. So we're going to be at the Arnold Classic. We're here with Country Crush, Ray Coat, who's over there. We'll be at his booth. We'll have a combo booth, sort of like we have today here. But you can also Kim Haynes, Fit Ass, Ink Jessie on Instagram. And make sure that you follow us on Instagram at Muscle Sport Mag. And we are here at the LA Fit at the LA Fit Expo. OldSchoolIron.com presents MSM's coverage at the MSM booth with Dr. Tony Huge. What's up there, Tone?
Oh, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling pumped. I just took my pre-game GHB, so I'm flying high right now.
Dr. Tony Huge. You saw him in Muscle Sport magazine with Coach Trevor. What has been going on? You're like a fucking you're like the Anthony Bourdain of the fucking fitness industry, bro. Where have you been recently?
Well, every day's a different experiment. I've been in the US lately, so down 1 hour south we got a laboratory. So I've been doing all kinds of experiments, injecting myself with things, checking my blood work, putting topical things on and checking my blood work, seeing what we can transport through the skin versus through injection. So lots of cool experiments. I got to update you and maybe write an article for your magazine.
I would fucking love that if you did that. Anything else going on, personal life and shit you want to throw out there? You've been hanging out, having fun? What's been going on?
I got another baby on the way. So
oh my God, baby mama?
No, it's baby mama version 2.0. So, both Filipino, both, okay English, but they worship me, so it's fun. It's a good lifestyle. It's kind of why we bodybuild, right?
Yeah.
A lot of bodybuilders, we bodybuild because we like that attention. So I like the same kind of thing. I choose the type of women that worship me, that give me the kind of attention that I want for building this kind of physique.
Nothing wrong with that, bro. Having a girl worship is fucking always good. I'm still waiting for the first one. I'm 51. I don't know if it's ever going to happen. But I just want to make sure we're going to get baby mama later because one of the MSM family members, Hoogada Claus is the name. I can't fucking pronounce his name, so I call him that. He wanted me to say hi to baby mama. So we get her. We're going to get her on camera and make sure.
Baby mama over here, and she's also a victim of my experiments too. So we'll see how her physique looks. Looks pretty good actually. Her waist tight, boobs are looking huge, implants though, butt's looking nice. So yeah, experiments are going well on her.
And it's enhancedathlete.com, right?
That's right.
Enhancedathlete.com. Dr. Tony Hughes right here. LA Fit Expo, day one.
How you doing? My name is John Sikoris, and this is Sharice Sikoris, and we're the owners of Titan Medical Center.
I'm just reading up my fall 2017 edition of Muscle Sport magazine, which you can get on the store page, single issues, free shipping in the United States, of course. But as I was flipping through that, I'm also wearing my credential, my press pass for Super Bowl 53, which happened recently in Atlanta, where we were down there covering, but not covering. Let me explain. Okay, long story short, I've always been a huge football fan. I've been to 4 Super Bowls previously, the last one being 2012, and that's when I worked for I was the editor-in-chief of a sports magazine, so hence I was granted full credentials to go and have all the time to get my stories and all of that stuff for the Super Bowls. Well, I put in a credential request for this year, figuring there is no way I'm going to get one. I doubt very highly the NFL is even, you know what I'm saying? We're a small company. You figure it out. Connect the fucking cum-stained dots. But I put it in for shits and giggles, and I was shocked that I got a credential. And I didn't even want to go to the game. I just wanted the whole week of the events leading up to the game, because I've been there before and I know what goes on. There's the Hall of Fame ceremony. There's all of the stuff going on at the media center with all of the broadcasters. And then there's all the fan interaction and the parties and the people going nuts, crazy. So I said, this would be cool for MSM to go down there and get all of that, and I don't have to go to the game. I mean, nobody's putting a gun to my head and say, you must go to the game and cover it. I can do all of that stuff, but still be respectful of the NFL, even though I am boycotting what is going on today. The players from yesterday should not get the same treatment of the players from today that are a problem and disrespectful, and just a lot of off the field type of incidents. I can't stand the whole touchdown celebration thing on top of that. So I have a lot of issues with the NFL, the criminality that goes on and the lack of fucking punishment they're at. by the commissioner and the individual team owners and front offices. I find it very distasteful as someone that's been a sports fan his whole life, all right? And I'm over a half a century old. So I figured if I go down there, I can get a lot of good material for MSTV. And thanks, of course, to Old School Iron, the title fucking sponsor of our trip to Atlanta, and also the LA Fit Expo as well. So when I weighed the options and I said, good business move. This would be stupid to turn this one down. If I got turned down, I wouldn't have gave it any thought. Dumb move if I turn it down, because I can go down there, and I'm not going to bullshit you. If an advertiser is contemplating if he wants to come on board with us, and I throw out to him, oh, yeah, we were just down in Atlanta, we covered the Super Bowl. It's a feather in our cap. It doesn't matter what my stance is on the league. It's the fact that that league, for the biggest sporting event, arguably, because I know people say the World Cup in soccer, but arguably, the biggest sporting event in the world, at least for one day, is the Super Bowl. And our media, says Muscle Sport LLC with my picture and name on it, granted press passes for the biggest sporting event in the world. We cover sports. I'm not a fucking retard. I made my ass down there, and I covered it for what I needed to cover it for. I had some good interviews with Eric Dickerson, Hall of Fame running back of the first LA Rams. I had, a lot of talking to Mike Golick, Diamond Dallas Page, Gary V. I mean, there's a lot of things I got on video. I did lives from down there. There was a lot of opportunity and talking with the fans and the party atmosphere, because obviously Super Bowl, a lot of partying, a lot of drinking, a lot of rowdy behavior, but safe rowdy. I'm telling you, there was so many cops down there. Atlanta, and the whole security from the NFL and Atlanta PD did fucking amazing, because there was a cop every 2 feet and bomb sniffing dogs and stuff like that, and nobody was acting like a jerk off. I was down there from Thursday to Sunday, and I didn't see one argument, let alone a fucking fight. And I've been at other Super Bowls where I've seen people get drunk and get crazy at night in the bar scenes and stuff like that. Nothing like that in Atlanta this year, so that was pretty cool. But I went down there because I said, I still covered this sport for a long time. I started sports writing in 2005. I've covered the sport for a long time. There's a lot of aspects of it that I can still cover, even though I am not covering what they are doing on the field today. I went to the fucking media center every day. I went to the fan experienced area. I interviewed fans. I interviewed athletes. I interviewed other media personnel. I got what I needed to get out of it. We had a lot of fucking fun down there. I didn't drink. I had fucking a couple of beers. I had one beer each night, the first 2 nights, and then the last night I was in one of the NFL media hotels and I had about 5 beers. That was the extent of my drinking, which usually when I'm away I party a lot more. But not this trip. But I had a really good time. And then I got to the airport Sunday morning, and I actually landed before the game even started, and I did not watch a snap. I didn't listen to it on the radio in the car. I only found out about the final score about, I don't know what time it was, like 11:30, 12 o'clock on Sunday night. I was on my New York Post app, just looking at the headlines, and it said the fucking score of the game. Other than that, I would have had no idea till I woke up this morning, the day I'm taping this, the day after the game. Woke up and maybe saw it on the news headlines. No interest in it whatsoever. I didn't care who won the game. I didn't care about anything. I was glad that no one took a knee. But then I saw the Nick Cannon video, which it's amazing, because there's 2 factions of people boycotting this league. People like myself that are pro-country, pro-military, pro-flag, and most important, pro-police, because that's what the protest is against, is the cops and criminal justice reform. And then you got the other side, which is like the Black Lives Matter people that are protesting because Kaepernick doesn't have a job, which I agree with them to a certain extent. He is being colluded against. The guy is probably, definitely could be a second stringer, if not a starter, on a handful of teams, if not more, if you go break it down. 32 teams, 3 quarterbacks each team. He has a spot. I'll give them that, but it's not worth it because he's a fucking asshole and he's going to cause a lot of problems, and nobody wants that headache. So it's weird how there's 2 opposite ends, both boycotting the same thing, but for completely different reasons. I just find it fucking ironic. I think it's hysterical, actually. So I was actually hoping to find people outside the media center boycotting the NFL because of the whole Black Lives Matter and criminal justice, and put the microphone in their face. And even if I didn't give them my stance on it, give them a chance to talk. And then I could have, had a few laughs with that video afterwards at their expense, of course, MSM style. But I didn't see any. Nobody was, there was the don't circumcise your son people that I took a picture of, and we had a few laughs about that one on the Instagram channel. But I did not see anybody protesting, no flag burning, nothing like that, which I kind of expected, and I'm glad I didn't see, but I would have liked to at least get some video of that and let these people fucking say their stupidity and really make them look like assholes. Because if you put a camera and a microphone in somebody's face like that, they usually embarrass themselves more than they usually do just walking around. So I was kind of mad I didn't get that opportunity, but I'm glad there was no flag burners, because I wouldn't have just stood there and watched that either. No, anybody that does is a cunt. So that was my experience, why I went down and covered the Super Bowl. It was mostly a business reason. I also looked at it for a content reason, so that's also part business also. And I'm not gonna lie, being a sports writer was cool. Covering this bodybuilding stuff, it's fucking boring. That's why I cover the whole counterculture and the piss universe and the piss troopers and the Genova-verse and all of that, because to me, at least it's funny. We can have a little like Howard Stern type humor and shit like that. Just covering, who's, I'll use a term from Greg, who's fifth place in the Buckeye Barbell Classic. Who gives a fuck? Exactly. So that's why I felt like a real fucking journalist again, because I was covering sports. I was amongst these people. I haven't seen some of them in years, and I saw them down in Atlanta. And it was nice to feel like a fucking real journalist again, instead of covering a fucking sport that people actually think Ron Harris knows how to write. That's the sad part about this bodybuilding thing. So a couple of different reasons why I went down, and you know what? Anybody in my shoes would have made the same decision. So, yes, the nose knows that even if you are boycotting today's NFL, to get a credential for the Super Bowl is pretty fucking cool. And you better take advantage of it when you get that opportunity.
Hey, this is Kat Secor, IFBB Pro and Super League Pro, and you're watching Muscle Sport TV.
Alright guys, what are you doing? Check it out. Dave Marrero. Dave Marrero. Guys, I'm the guinea bro. I can't read shit, I can't see shit. I wrote this. Can you get ripped using light weights? Well, when you want to get ripped, you gotta go into the gym and lift light weights. There, you can curl a pencil. Boy, how fucking stupid is that? That's an old wives' tale. Listen to me. You don't change your workout to get ripped. You change what you fucking put in your goddamn pie hole. Stop putting shit in your pie hole and you get fucking ripped. Gabish, okay? Fucking get out of here. So, Dave Marrero, I hope that answers your question. The answer is no. So, I think I answered that one, all right? That's an easy one. Yeah, next question. The answer is no.
One more. Wow, one more, good. Throw that kick. Hard, go.
For LFC 25, I wanted the girls to train with some of the trainers at DXG, jiu-jitsu, grappling, and boxing.
I started to actually use DAG after we had our first LFC fight, and then that was just home for me. I mean, I went there as much as I could for probably like a year. He's a great coach, and he deserves all the nice and words and, you know, all he can get. So
Gregg helped so much at DXG Gym for extra training time and one-on-one time.
So let's just come and see you. And I'm on a mission for this money like a pension and recognition for getting faded. Completely underrated. I know the haters hate it because they know that I'ma make it because nothing was ever given. So you know.
The training was hardcore. It was a lot of punching and kicking and exhausting stuff. It's surprisingly hard.
I'm living life after the shit that I had to endure.
I felt that if they got the basics down with some of the DXG trainers and learn footwork, learn striking, then you come to Coach Leon, and then we talk about how to win your fight.
We getting paid, we ain't even making sense. We gon' party all night, we don't care about.
I did have to get extra training. Thank God for Gregg. Training with my coach, of course, I feel like I know a little bit more than he does, so sometimes I give him a few pointers.
You're a winner, but you're a loser. So it's time to start being a winner and winning.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah? Start by kicking. There you go. Marty. Yeah. Who's this? Who are you kicking? Come on, keep going. There you go.
I go in there and I do what I need to do. I know what I need to do.
Oh, I like that one. That was almost us getting close to the body now. Good job. Harder than that. Release that. Come on. Those little butterfly kicks. Let's go. Yeah. There we go. Oh, I like the anger. I like the anger now. Channel into it. Face-biting action in the cage.
My trainer was Joel, but you know, his boxing wasn't exactly up to par as much as his ground fighting.
One more, let's go. Boom! Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so one more. Yeah.
You know, I guess it was everything she was built to be. She was tall, she was strong, she looked great, and she was happy to get working with me, and that's what I look for in a fighter.
Oh my God, you look so violent. Yes. Oh, I made a good sit. Oh, Leon's gonna go. I love it.
The last couple of times I've been working out with Joel before the fight, he had me doing more cardio because my cardio was a little weaker, and he's so tall and lanky. Trying to keep up with him is a real workout.
Look, I'm Bronx. Can you do that? Shots gonna hit it. Touch your face.
Can't sleep, can't eat, can't feel beneath my feet. I can't run, I can't hide from what I feel inside now. Drag you down to my level, angels and little devils. Take you out, I'm a rebel, angels and little devils. Drag you down to my level, angels and little devils. Angels and little devils. Angels and little devils. Angels and hey! That's what I'm talking.
What's the judges? What's the judges? They know.
Angels and little devils. Angels and little devils. Angels and little devils. Angels
Hey, how you doing? This is West Coast Johnny Fit at the LA Fit Expo 2018, and you're watching Muscle Sport TV.
It's all the time we have this week on MSTV. Make sure you go to the subscribe page. Gregg Valentino, right there on the cover with the cover story. $32 a year, free shipping, United States. MuscleSportMag.com/subscribe. You can get single copies on the store page also. International guys, hit me up, Joe at MuscleSportMag.com. I will let you know what the postage will be, but it's going to be about $8 an issue because we sent a lot of these out internationally, and that is the lowest rate as per the U.S. Postal Service using first class international large flat envelope. I can't go cheaper than that or else I'm going to be fucking taking a hit, guys, and this is a business. Sorry. We'll see you in a week.